Have you ever really thought about a simple painkiller? I mean, it's just this tiny, solid thing, and yet you take it, and somehow, within minutes, you start to feel better. Well, it turns out the science behind that speed is, well, it's surprisingly explosive.
Right, so picture this. You've got a splitting headache. You grab a pill, swallow it with some water, and pretty soon the pain starts to fade. But how? How in the world does that little solid disc turn into medicine that's actually working inside your body so incredibly fast? That's the big mystery we're going to solve right now.
So, to really get how this all works, we first have to understand what these pills are all about. And for the ones we take for quick relief, their entire design comes down to one thing, and one thing only: speed.
The official name for these is an immediate release tablet. And, the name kind of gives the game away. Unlike a slow-release pill that's designed to trickle out medicine over hours, this one has zero features to slow it down. Its entire purpose in life is to break apart and let the medicine loose right now. And this isn't just a casual goal like, let's hope it's fast. No way. It's a strict pharmaceutical standard. To even make it to the shelf, that tablet has to dissolve and release at least 85% of its good stuff in under 30 minutes. It's a race against the clock that's engineered from the very beginning. So how do they make sure it always wins?
Well, here's the secret. The answer is an ingredient that, when it comes to speed, is actually way more important than the drug itself. This is the real unsung hero of fast relief.
That's right, the key to how fast your painkiller works isn't really the ibuprofen or the aspirin. It's a special helper molecule, a secret agent that's packed into the pill for one single destructive purpose: to blow the tablet apart from the inside out.
And these incredible ingredients have an equally awesome name: super disintegrants. Seriously, think of them as the pill's own personal demolition crew. As soon as they hit the water in your stomach, they spring into action, causing the tablet to rapidly crumble into tiny pieces. This exposes all the medicine at once so your body can absorb it super quickly.
Now, there are a few different types, but these three are the big ones you'll find in most pills: sodium starch glycolate, cross-carmylose sodium, and cross-povidone. Don't worry about memorizing the names. What's so amazing is what they do. They tear a solid tablet to pieces using pure chemistry. So how do they pull that off?
Okay, this is where it gets really, really cool. This process isn't some gentle, slow dissolving. It is much, much more like a tiny, controlled explosion. And it all comes down to two main tricks that these super disintegrants have up their sleeve.
The first and most powerful weapon in their arsenal is swelling. These materials are ridiculously absorbent. When they touch water, they don't just get a little damp. They expand with some serious, serious force.
I mean, just look at these stats. Sodium starch glycolate can swell up to 12 times its original size in less than 30 seconds. And cross-carmylose is even quicker. It can puff up to 8 times its size in under 10 seconds. Just imagine millions of tiny dry sponges packed tightly inside that pill, and then all of them suddenly inflating at once. The pressure they create is absolutely immense, and it's what literally shatters the pill structure from the inside.
But swelling is only half the battle. For that to work, the water has to get to all those little super disintegrant sponges deep inside the tablet, and it has to get there fast. And that's where the second mechanism, wicking, comes into play.
The scientific term is capillary action, but you've seen this a million times. Think about a paper towel touching a water spill. It just sucks the liquid right up, almost like magic. Well, super disintegrants create this whole network of microscopic channels inside the pill that does the exact same thing, actively pulling water deep into the core. This is what makes sure the swelling happens everywhere at once, creating that quick, even explosion.
So you've got these tiny, explosive agents. But how do you actually pack them into a pill that holds together on the shelf but then falls apart the second you need it to? Well, that's a really interesting engineering challenge.
See, before everything is pressed into a tablet, the ingredients are mixed into little granules. Most of the time, they use what's called wet granulation, using a liquid binder. But what if the medicine itself is sensitive to moisture? Then they have to use dry granulation, which uses nothing but pure compression force. It's a total balancing act. You've got to make a pill that's strong enough to survive shipping, but fragile enough to detonate on command in your stomach.
Okay, this is all really fascinating science, for sure. But what does it all mean for us, for the person with the headache? Why does any of this intricate engineering really, truly matter?
Well, the impact is actually huge. First off, a faster onset of action just means you feel better, faster. Simple as that. And when medicine works quickly and reliably, something called patient compliance goes way up, which basically just means you're more likely to take your medicine like you're supposed to. This technology gives us the best of both worlds, the speed of liquid medicine, but with the convenience, shelf life, and low cost of a solid pill.
And this isn't just a theory. Look at this number. This comes from a study on a tablet that combined 2 different heart medications. Just by adding a tiny amount, only 4% of cross-carmelos, one of those super disintegrants, the tablet released 99.04% of its medicine, and it fell apart in just 6.5 minutes. That is some serious efficiency.
So, the next time you pop a pill for a headache, maybe you'll think about it a little differently. You'll think about those tiny demolition agents just waiting to swell up, the wicking action pulling water in, and the controlled microscopic explosion that's about to happen, all engineered to bring you relief in a matter of minutes.